Hi everyone, good evening. Victor here from the ALVINI Vape shop, and today I got something I wanted to try it out and see if it's worth, and this is the Aegis Boost Pro, and compare it to Aegis Boost Plus. We already know it's on the market for a while. That's why I thought, okay, before I order big quantities, let's check them out because they look really, really similar to each other, and visually I didn't see much difference. So that's why I thought, okay, before I go in and order big quantities, let's get one and test it out, okay? And because I'm testing it out, I like testing out different things. I thought, okay, why don't we do it live and share then also my thoughts and opinions with you guys. Okay, first things first, we are dealing with nicotine. We need to have a little legal disclaimer underneath. And I see the first people are joining in. Hi, Martin. Nice to see you. So, okay, without further ado, let's take a look, dive down on my desk and see what are the differences and compare them to each other. So today I have a bit of technical issue. My switching between the screens is a bit delayed. Hopefully everything works now. Yep, here we go. So these are the two guys. Let's remove the vape live so you can see better. Okay, this, as you see, freshly packed. I haven't even unsealed it. This is the older one, Aegis Boost Plus, which we know. Okay, let's put this one aside for now. Let's somewhere I caught it here. Oh, here you go. Let's open it up. As I said, I haven't seen what's inside these boxes myself. I wanted to show you that I am actually opening it live on air. Okay, this is the Aegis Boost Pro. You can see it's a 6mm version I got for myself. Obviously here in Ireland we'll be selling them the 2mm versions, but I'm sick of filling them so often, so I got myself a 6mm version, and this time in silver. So here we can see straight away that's a 100-watt version compared to this guy, which was the 40-watt version, yeah, only. Now, next thing which you see here on the bottom is RDTA and 510 connector are sold separately, so they are not included in that kit. I checked, RDTA wasn't there yet with my suppliers, but the 510 adapter, yeah, I have it here. We're going to be testing it out as well. So on the side, the classic Aegis Geek Vape on the back, then also a couple of features. What's inside the box, so nothing extraordinary. Let's open it up. So that's the black box it comes in. Nothing apart from the Geek Vape logos on top and the bottom. So here we go. That's the silver one. Here comes the device itself. Just by the looks of it, it's exactly like the Plus version. So, okay, let's check it out. What else is there in the box? We have the instruction manual, user manual. Yeah, in lots of different languages. Then we've got a little warranty card in here. Yeah, a little bit of advertisement. Oops, I knocked the mod over. Then that's strange. You see this perforated? It's not perforated fully, so I can't really grab on it. Okay, this way. We're gonna get it out. And in here we have another coil. Okay, I see the coils are bigger. They're actually huge. Yeah, this is the spare coil. Then what else is there in the box? We have the coil removal tool, this little guy, and also one more spare drip tip in there. What else we've got there? And the USB and C-type charger. So finally they have switched to USB-C, which is really good. I really like the USB-C cables and these connections. Okay. So first difference between them I can see only from the cable. So it's the Pro version is with the USB-C instead of the micro USB as from the Plus version. Okay, the coil I'm gonna leave somewhere close by. We might need it. Let's put all these things back for now. Close the box. That's it. Done and dusted. Now to the device itself. So first things first, I see they have included 2 round drip tips. Yeah, the one which was in the box was also round, and this looks like the size is like a 10 size drip tip, but with the O-rings on the outside kind of sliding on here. Yeah, it fits. Let me just try this one just from the size. Yeah, okay, this doesn't this drip tip is 810, but the goon style without the O-rings, so that's why it's actually a bit loose. But I reckon if you have your 810 drip tips with O-rings, they should be fitting there as well. Okay, the one drip tip I have here in my hand is not exactly meant for these guys, but it looks to me like it's a regular 810 drip tip would fit in there as well. So basically the drip tip is going to be standing a bit up, yeah, because here we have this raised recessed thing, and because it slides over it here, it looks nice and flush with this drip tip. With any other 810 drip tip, it's going to stand a bit up. Okay, now from the sides, if we look at the Pro version, it looks actually exactly like the Plus version, apart from this on the side. We have the USB-C type. The button, the battery compartment is down here on the bottom as well. Actually, let's take out the Plus. We can do side by side. So here I have the Plus in rainbow. We can do side by side comparison. So if we compare these guys, they both look the same. Yeah, size wise, it's exactly the same. Here side by side like this. Even these lines here on the top are the same, on the back as well. Release button. It looks like an upgraded version of the Plus with the Pro. And on the top, obviously, that flat mouthpiece, flat drip tip. So let's try to swap them. No, not gonna work. So swapping out won't work. This is like 510 drip tip on the Plus, and here is like 810 sized on the Pro version. But other than that, everything else looks kind of the same. Okay, maybe a little bit different shape around here on the Pro version compared to Plus. Now, if we do check from outside, just okay, let's put in a battery. So if you see inside there, the plus marking is clearly visible down there, so we can slide in the positive post in first. 18650 batteries, and that's it. Close. Yeah, it's already on. Okay, now about the pods. I want to check something out here. So here underneath we have the Pro pod, and here we have the Plus pod. because these look exactly the same. Yeah, also these airflow cutouts on the front. I came up with the idea, what if these will fit and should be interchangeable? Let me see. Yeah, actually like this. The plus pod fits on the pro pod. And now let's try to put in a coil into the pro pod and the plus pod and see if, yeah, align them, put them in. So let's see if the ohm reading is being read or not. Here we go. And we can see that the coil is recognized. Yeah, ask me for new or old coil. So this means we can work with the plus pods and coils on the pro mode as well. This is gonna work, which is good to know. Sometimes people coming in and looking for different types of pods, and then they can find them. So at least we know that the older plus pods and the boost coils combination does work with the pro version. And let's try now other way around. The pro pod on the plus mod. Yeah, it fits as well. Although it's kind of looks like here's a little gap. Okay. Let me try to. Yeah, it says no atomizer here. If I press, it says no atomizer. Doesn't recognize it. I didn't put it into the right way. Okay, let's try again. So basically, this is the grabbing piece. No, it doesn't look like the pro pod is not gonna fit on the plus mod. So, but other way around, it does work. Okay, good to know. Okay, these then for now for side. Let's take a look on the pod. We have, if we compare the pods, we have a bigger airflow on the pro version, which just spins round and round. Yeah. The plus version had a little bit smaller opening for the airflow as well, spinning around. On the bottom, we can see the coil difference. Yeah, this is the plus version. The pro version has a bigger coil and comes with a 0.2 ohm Cantal mesh installed, and it's rated 60 to 70 watt, which is good with this device, because if we put this on this with the 0.2 ohm coil which comes with it, would be no use with this 40 watt max mod. Yeah, the plus version of the boost. Okay, now let's pull out the coil. Look at the coil. So this is a huge coil, the same style as the plus version. I'm really starting to mix up the versions plus and pro. So if we compare them both coils, it's a little bit longer, a little bit taller. Yeah, the pro version, and also the size, diameter, but everything else looks kind of the same. The airflow intake is here down on the side, really big wide kind of honeycomb mesh, and really big wide opening, so for a lot of airflow to flow through the coil. Yeah, this is the 0.2 ohm one. Let's put it back in there, but before I do that, let's actually juice it up, because we're gonna be trying this 0.2 ohm coil. As always, a little bit priming on top. of the coil inside. Then make sure you align these two sides. Yeah, these two sides with these two when you put them in. So it goes in fully and closes it off nicely. And now the biggest issue which I had with the original boost was this was really hard to grab and open. Here they have the same improved version as on the Plus. Yeah, the same thing, easy to open. On the boost, the very first which came out, that was a big problem. But here they have improved on this one. Now, juice it up, close it, and put it back in with the airflow facing on front. Here we go. And then we have also the screen again here, which asks new or old. Obviously, this is a new coil. Confirm. And then we are getting the screen. So on the screen, we have the power, which is the wattage, right now 25.5. Then we have the ohm reading, which is 0.19, reading 0.19. It was 0.2 ohm coil. Then we have our amps, volts, and the puff counter on the bottom. As I already mentioned, this goes up to 100 watts. So here you go, 100 watts. Keep going, and it goes in the loop, yeah, and then back to 0.5 watts, and it goes into 0.5 watt increments, yeah. Press and hold, and then it starts to run. Okay, let's go with the recommended setting, or let's leave it at 50, yeah, for now. Now, 1, 2, 3 on the fire button, we go into the menu, and then we can swap between, how to see, bypass, then variable power curve. We have temp control for the stainless steel, and back to power. Let's look it at the power. If we press the both plus and minus buttons in the same time, it's locked. So the locking won't prevent it from firing, yeah, but it will prevent you for accidentally changing the wattage settings. To unlock the device, you press them both together again, and now it says unlocked, so we can change the wattage again. If you press the fire and the down button together, you can adjust your brightness of the screen. And if you press the plus and fire together, we can go higher in the brightness. So either down with this and this down, we're going down. You can barely see anything. And then with the plus and fire, we go up in the brightness up to a full 100% brightness. Yeah, actually, yeah, this way you can see better. That's pretty much it about the chip. As I said, compared to the older one, actually, let me put this all back together. So we will have this comparison of the LED screens. So on the older, new as well, on the older Plus version, we had monocolored screen. Screen size is like this, and maximum 40 watts. That's it. Yeah. With the 0.6 and 0.4 ohm coil, the 40 watts could be enough. But the problem I saw with this one was, what if you want to put a different tank on it on the Plus version, and then we have an issue because it's only limited to 40. Although with the 18650 battery inside could easily go up to 100. So now they changed that in this version, introduced the 100 watts USB-C type and the new type of coils. Okay, my thoughts about this device I'm gonna tell on the very end. Now that's pretty much it. One last thing which I wanted to check with you and compare live is this little adapter, and it says it fits from both Plus and Pro. Yeah, on both of them, the 510 adapter. Let's check it out if they work well on each other. That's how it comes packaged. Open it up. So this is the adapter, 510 thread. Is not gold plated and kind of hard spring. Yeah, but it is spring loaded. The 510 here in the middle. On the bottom we have also the connection switch mimics the coil. Yeah. Now let's try it on the Pro version. Fits nicely. Let's try one of my tanks on it to see if it works. Yeah, works. Reads the ohmage. Can bring it up to like 80. Let's try. Yep, it works just fine. So now let's release it and try to put it on the Plus version. Same thing, clicks in nicely, and the screen already asking for the old or new coil. Here we go. 40 watts is the max. And it does fire, but 40 watts is way too low for my mesh builds in the Profile Unity. Okay, but yeah, it still does work. Okay, let's put these aside. Now that's it about the adapter. It does work. Looks good. And now let's change back up top and try to puff on the Pro version and see how the coil performs. Yeah, that's the Plus pod with the round mouthpiece. Oops. Here we go. New coil. Yes, new power. As I said, let's try at 50 watts. Start at 50 and then go up. Yeah. All right, so let's zoom in. 50 watts. So. Jesus. Ooh. Did I put too much nicotine in my shot? Kind of catching my throat right now. Wow. Oh, really big bang out of it. Oh, Jesus. Let's try at 60 watts. This is what happens when you try new juice with new coil. I'll put it in just one mix shot. Oh, let's try at 60 watts. Maybe it's just because the power is too low. Sometimes the sub-ohm coils, when the power is too low, it's actually catching a bit on the throat. So let's try at 60. I know you can see it. 60 now. Oh yeah, it's getting better. Let's try 70. Yeah, 70. Although it's still catching. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, it's getting better, but still too much. Jesus. Summer edition, 0 milligram. Okay, let's try it. 80 now. Yeah, it's not catching up at 80 anymore. So it is actually not so much anymore. Or I just got used to it. Let's push the limits like 85. Yeah, 85. Okay, either it gets better or it's not catching us as much anymore. Let's try. Okay, let's go. Max 100. What can I say? Lots of airflow because the coil is bigger, more air gets through it. This liquid is still a bit catching on me, but is okay for the test. Now a little bit started to spit. Actually got a little droplets of liquid in my mouth at 100 watts. No, that's a little bit too high for me. So 85 with a 0.2 ohm coil, yeah? Yeah, my sweet spot would be on 85 on this one, at the 0.2 ohm coil setting. But the nicotine rush is big. Oh, yeah, the nicotine kick is actually big. I think that's the nicotine which caught me in the chest before. So now let's go to the next part. Good evening. Excuse me. Oh, rainbow looks cooler. Okay, they're coming in 6 different flavors. No, in 6 different colors. I just picked the silver one. I never had the silver one, but basically the rainbow is gonna look the same. It's the same, exactly the same mod with a little bit of variation here in the front, and also they changed the chip. Yeah, they brought it from 40 to 100 watts in the Pro version. Okay, Casper says hi. How much, Catherine? I think they're gonna be the same price as the Pro, yeah, including the battery, around 50-55 euros. Again, as I said, I just took this one for test. Checking a little bit later, in a couple of days I will post them online as well, then you'll see how much I'm charging for them, or just check the shops around. Airflow, as I said, airflow is actually wider, is more air going through. With this coil right now, I know for sure I need wide open because I like airy draw. Stay with us, yeah. Oh, actually, I'm sweating here. Okay, and here Raymond says, yeah, okay, that's a Latvia, and that's then, yeah, we'll have the vape live tomorrow, and tomorrow actually I'll try a different juice in it. Okay, feel free to ask more questions about the device. My final thoughts, just by comparing, I know how the Plus version performed when it just came out. This is my own device, which I tested. Basically, if the price is the same, then I see this, the new Pro version is gonna take over the market of the Plus version, because 2 major improvements from my side, which I see, is the USB-C charging port, which is going to be faster charging, and also less possibilities to damage the charging ports, yeah, because it doesn't matter which way you plug it in. And finally, they brought it up to 100 watts. As I mentioned before, if you use your own stock coils, maybe you don't need 100 watts. But if you grab one of these guys and want to put something low resistance builds on this, you can work up to 100 watts on this combination. Yeah, the adapter with the plus you are limited only to 40, and this is a big bummer from my view. Okay, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I reckon all your boost plus lowers out there, if the 40 watts limit was not good for you guys, then go with the pro version. If the 40 watts and stock coils was okay for you, you can still stick with this one. Yeah, I personally see I will sell out the pluses, how many I've got in stock, and that's the end of the plus version. I'll be stocking the pro version, because they also have an RBA kind of pod coming out as well. For your builders out there, it's gonna be then better with the 100-watt version. Okay, that's it from my side for tonight. Thank you for watching. Comments, ask questions, feel free to tag, share, etc. Yeah, the usual thing. Thank you, and I will see you next Tuesday, or maybe during the week. Let's see what's this week is gonna bring. Okay, you can see another sign of nicotine, too much nicotine. I'm sweating here. That's something new. Okay, cool. Thanks for watching, and see you next week. Bye bye.